Hello everybody, this is Coach Liso from Aisa Education, and today I'm going to share with you the common misconception for human systems. So let's get started. Now, before we go on further, this is a breakdown of what you have learned thus far. Now, for primary 3 and primary 4, you will have to learn digestive system in depth, and the 4 human systems, just the basics of it. So all you need to do is just to recognize the different diagrams and the different parts in the different systems. Now, when it comes to P5, primary 5, you need to know circulatory and respiratory system in depth, as well as linking human systems with plant systems. So just one special note, other than knowing human respiratory system, you need to know the fish respiratory system as well. So there are some common misconceptions within the students when they are learning this topic. Number 1 is, how does fish and humans take in oxygen? Now for humans, I think it's pretty obvious that we take in oxygen through our nose, right? How about fish? So let's look at this question. Which part of the fish and human will allow air from the surrounding to first enter the respiratory system? Now, while it's clear that we should choose option X for the human respiratory system, students are often confused on what to choose for the fish. Is it through these nostrils, the mouth, or through its gills? What is your answer? Don't worry, okay? I'm gonna help you with that. Now, I think a lot of students will be thinking at this point in time that the fishes take in water with dissolved oxygen through its gills. Now, but this concept is not true. Dang. This is a diagram showing you that they take in dissolved oxygen, which is in the water, through its mouth, and gaseous exchange will occur at the gills of the fishes. So, what's the answer for that question? The answer will be B and X, which is option number 2. Do you get it correct? Awesome if you got it correct. All right, so this type of question, beware. Fish take in dissolved oxygen, which is in the water, through its mouth, while humans take in atmospheric oxygen through our nose. Now, the second type of question is the heart rate versus breathing rate kind of question. Why does our heart rate increase when we exercise? And why does our breathing rate increase when we exercise? So a lot of students think that they are the same. It's the same. The answers are the same. But it's not true. What is the function of the heart? The heart is to pump blood to all parts of the body, right? How about breathing? So what is breathing? Breathing means take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, right? Okay, so when we answer this question, why does our heart rate increase when we exercise? Why? The answer goes like this. When we exercise, we need more energy. So our heart beats faster to transport blood rich in oxygen and digested food to all parts of the body faster to produce more energy during respiration. Now, in fact, if you have learned circulatory system, you will realize that this is a very commonly tested question. Let me prove to you with some past year paper questions. Question number 1. Ethan noticed that his heart rate increased when he started kicking and shouting for help. Explain why his heart rate increased when he was kicking and shouting. Do you find this familiar? Yes, so now we will use the template answer, but we got to edit the template answer a little. So you have to change it to, when he was kicking and shouting, he needs more energy. So his heart beat faster to transport blood rich in oxygen and digested food to all parts of his body faster to produce more energy during respiration. So just now we just mentioned when we exercise. So instead of we change to he because this is about Ethan. And the question talks about kicking and shouting. So instead of saying exercising, you say kicking and shouting. Okay, so quite simple, right? Easy. Now, next question. Explain why blood flows faster to other parts of the body when we jog. And yes, you are right. Okay, the answer is going to be similar. So when we jog, we need more energy. Our heart beat faster to transport blood rich in oxygen and digested food to all parts of our body faster to produce more energy during respiration. Okay, now let's take a look at a common mistake made by students. Now, the student mentioned his heart pump more blood. Now, the heart doesn't pump more blood to all parts of the body, but it just pump faster. So beware, okay? That's the first mistake that caused half mark. Now, another mistake is this word. I have some students that did not write the word more energy. So the student just wrote to produce energy during respiration. And in fact, the teacher minus 1 mark. So beware. Remember to write in the word more energy. Okay, so to recap, why must we write in the word more? Because the question talks about heart rate increasing. It's a comparison to when we are not exercising. That's why we need to use a comparison word. So notice throughout our answer, we use comparison words like more, faster. So be consistent in that, okay, even in other open-ended questions. Now the next one is, why our breathing rate increase when we exercise? So when you exercise, your breathing rate increase. Why? Because we need more energy. So our breathing rate increase as we will have to take in more oxygen and to remove more carbon dioxide from the body. And this is the standard answer template. And let's take a look at how we can apply to this type of question. Remember your comparison words again? Let's take a look at this question. Medical report states that smokers have smaller air sacs as compared to non-smokers. As a result, their breathing rates are always higher than non-smokers when doing the same set of prolonged strenuous exercise. Explain why. Now, so first thing first, let's pick up the important keywords. The keyword here is smaller air sacs. And when you see smaller air sac, you will think of lesser exposed surface area. Another keyword spotted is breathing rates are always higher. Now we call out the answering template and we input it here at this second part. So first thing first, we talk about with smaller air sacs, there are lesser exposed surface area of the air sac for gaseous exchange compared to the non-smokers. So the smoker's breathing rate is higher to take in more oxygen and to remove more carbon dioxide. All right. Okay, now we are going to look at the third kind of common mistake or the third type of concept, which is about the air that we breathe in and we breathe out. Now, in our exam, our teachers always teach us, oh, we take in oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. That's it, right? Now, however, the truth is, we take in all the gases here oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water vapor. When we exhale, we also breathe out all the gases here. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water vapor. Just that the percentage is different. Okay, so the percentage is different. So take a look at oxygen. When you breathe in oxygen, it's 21%. When you breathe out, it's 17%. So there's lesser oxygen. How about carbon dioxide? You know that you breathe out more carbon dioxide, right? But look at the percentage. Can you see that carbon dioxide percentage is still smaller than oxygen? So beware of that. All right, let's test out a question. Over here, this is a common mistake made by students. Some people were trapped in the lift. After about an hour, the people complained that they were feeling faint and breathless. Which one of the following best shows the composition of air in the lift? Now take 10 seconds to look at this question and decide your answer. All right, time's up. And your answer is? Is this your answer? Well, I have more than 90% of the students choosing this answer because they said that carbon dioxide will increase and oxygen will decrease. This is not true. Why? Look carefully at this diagram. You can see that carbon dioxide percentage becomes more than oxygen, which is not true. We just learned about it, right? Okay, the carbon dioxide will increase, but no matter how it increases, it will be less than the oxygen. And so the correct answer is number 2. If you got it correct, congratulations. If not, congratulations as well because you're learning from this video. Next question, okay, let's test out another question. The diagram shows the direction of blood flow in some parts of the body. Which of the following shows the correct comparison of the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide at X and Y? For these, you can take up to 1 minute to solve it. So for now, if you would like to solve it, pause the video first for 1 minute before we review the answer. Okay, but over here, I'll just put a 10 seconds timer. Okay, time's up. First thing first, let's look at the arrows. Now we know that from lungs to heart to other parts of body, this is blood rich in oxygen. Now, the other parts of body undergo respiration. Thus, these blood vessels carry blood rich in carbon dioxide. Now, we decide based on X first, and let's look at all the graph related to X. So we know that it's blood rich in oxygen, and these two graphs shows high level of oxygen. The other two graphs shows lower amount of oxygen, which is wrong. Okay, now once we decide that, we will look at Y. Y carries blood rich in carbon dioxide. That means there's lesser oxygen and more carbon dioxide. Now, so for graph number 2 is wrong because it shows lesser amount of carbon dioxide. And for graph number 4 is correct because the carbon dioxide level increase. Notice one more thing. The carbon dioxide for Y, which is after respiration, the carbon dioxide level is still less than the oxygen level. Okay, congratulations if your answer is number 4. You got it correct. Okay, well, this is a common mistake. About 70% of the students actually chose answer 2, which is wrong. Okay. Okay, now last but not least is about CPR. I have students asking me, hey, so when you do CPR, is it you're just breathing out carbon dioxide for that person? We just learned about it, right? We breathe out 17% oxygen, so there's still oxygen left to give to the other person. Okay, so she only breathed out carbon dioxide for the person. This is a wrong concept. Dang. The next one says that even though she breathed out less oxygen, the percentage of oxygen is still higher than carbon dioxide. This is a correct concept. Okay, so she still gives oxygen to the other person. So to recap, number 1, fish take in water with dissolved oxygen through its mouth, and gaseous exchange occurs through its gills. Heart rate and breathing rate question is not the same. They have different set of answer. And number 3, the air that we breathe out consists of less carbon dioxide than oxygen. All right. So if you have benefited from this video and you'd like to learn more tips and strategies to ace your PSLE science, please press like, subscribe, and turn on your notification. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, before we end, remember to watch Coach Venus P3, P4 Common Misconception because it might be tested for your PSLE science as well. So I'll see you. Bye-bye.